Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Inshallah, Azza wa Jal, we will learn about the topic of burial. How to bury the deceased. We have done the topic of shrouding. We have learned what to do when we wash the body, meaning ghusl-e-mayyit. We've done these actions. Now we are coming closer to the topic of burial. Okay? How would we do the burial? What steps to take when we're doing the burial? Insha'Allah Azza wa Jal, today here in the Dawateislami summer school, we will learn from the app Muslim Funerals. Now this is available on your cell phone device. I'm just going to go through it, but download this app. You never know, a loved one will pass away. Yeah, maybe your mother, maybe your father, maybe your relative, maybe your close friend. The time of death can come. And if you educate yourself in these matters, how pleased your friend, your family member will be when you've done the rituals of burial. Meaning according to the sunnah of the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So we'll take some steps, we'll try to understand on what steps we can learn today, inshaAllah. Are you ready for the test? Which area should I do the burial of a deceased? Gee, what's the answer?
Where nobody was buried before.
So where there's nobody been buried before, mashallah, correct answer. Okay, number 2. Who can tell me the length and the height and the width of the grave? Okay, just give me one part of it and then we'll ask the next question to someone else.
The length of the grave should be slightly higher than the height of the person.
Okay, correct. Okay, so what would be the the width of the grave? So what's your name?
Abdullah.
Abdullah. So what's the answer, Abdullah?
Half of the height of the guy.
Half of the height of the guy. Okay.
Half of the height of the person.
So guys, we've understood the length of the grave, the width of the grave. Now we want the answer. What should the depth of the grave be? Okay, so who knows the answer? What's your name?
Seth.
Seth, what's the answer, Seth?
The height of the person.
The height of the person, correct answer. So, the next question is, what should a person do before bringing the deceased? How should he prepare the inside of the grave? Gee, Aki, what's the correct answer?
You prepare the grave by plastering it with slabs of mud.
With mud, okay, that's fine. Guys, the next question is, when I put the deceased in the grave, what can I put with the deceased of the person in the grave? Sufyan, what's the correct answer?
You put a shajara in the grave.
Okay, mashallah. What else can you put other than sajra as well? G, what's the correct answer?
Barkat and Nama.
Add nama.
Add
Correct.
nama.
Okay guys, the next question is, what can I blow inside the slabs? Which surah? There are 3 things I can read. Right? Just tell me one at a time. I just want one person to do one at a time. Okay? Abdul Rahman, sorry. What's the correct answer? What's the first thing I should recite?
Surah Yasin.
Surah Yasin. And what do I do with Surah Yasin?
You blow it
Blowing where?
in the grave.
Inside the grave. Okay, correct. Sorry, what's your name?
Habib.
Ibrahim.
Habib.
Habib. Acha, Habib, tell me, what's the second surah to recite?
Surah Al-Mulk.
And after reciting Surah Al-Mulk, what should I do?
Blow in the grave.
Blow in the grave. Okay, correct. What's your name?
Hamid.
Hamid. So what's the, after Surah Yasin, Surah Al-Mulk, then what do you recite?
Durud Taj.
Durud Taj. And then what do you do after reciting Durud Taj?
Blow in the grave.
Blow it in the grave. Correct. Okay, next question. Abdul Muiz is going to answer this one. How should one lower the deceased into the grave? From which side? Ji, Abdul Muiz, answer that for me, please.
The side towards the Kaaba.
Side towards the Kaaba. Correct, mashallah. Okay, next question is that what's the ruling regarding a woman or a sister to be lowered into the grave? What should one do when lowering a sister, a female, into the grave? Ji, what's your name?
Fahim.
Ji, correct answer please.
When after you've covered her and you lower her into the grave, you put slabs over the grave and then you take the cloth off her body, like
That's fine.
after when covered.
Okay, but the cloth is for to cover her. So her her body parts do not get revealed, okay? Okay, next question. What supplication do I recite when lowering the deceased into the grave? Go on.
Bismillahi
Bismillahi
wa billahi
wa billahi
wa ala millati Rasulillahi.
The last bit, is that correct?
Rasulillahi.
Okay guys, that's the dua. Okay, next question is what should one do with the coffin? Okay, the shroud that is wrapped, that's one question. The next question is what should someone do with the face of the deceased or the body of the deceased, right? And what support he can give on the head side. So there's 3 answers of this question. We'll see who can answer these. Obed, see if you know all 3 of them.
Study first you untie his shroud, then you make
Tie
it
shroud to what? To reveal what?
to reveal his face.
Okay, correct.
Then you make a pillow of sand.
Then make a pillow of sand.
Then you face his face towards the Qibla.
Faces towards Qibla. What if I can't move his face? Then what should I do?
Then you should
Do much as possible,
Yeah.
even if it's.
put it up as possible.
Yeah. Okay, that's.
Yeah.
You've answered most of it. Okay, correct. Okay. So when we buried the deceased, what should we do with the sand? Okay, which side should we start from? And there are 3 supplications to recite. What are them supplication? So one by one, answer them inshallah. Okay, when you're ready, Ammar, give me the correct answer.
You throw the sand from the head side.
So throw the sand from the head side, correct. What's your name?
Hashim.
Hashim. So tell me, Hashim, the first soil that you're going to throw on the head side, what am I going to recite?
Min khalaqnakum.
Minha
Khalaqnakum.
minha
Minha
khalaqnakum.
khalaqnakum.
Okay. When throwing the second sand on the head side, what should I recite? The second?
فيها نعيدكم.
Fiha
نعيدكم.
nu'idukum. Correct. Okay, so what's the third? When I throw the third soil, what do I need to recite? Ji.
ومنها نخرجكم تارة أخرى. تارة أخرى.
MashaAllah. Do you want to read it again once more time?
Yeah.
فيها نخرجكم
نخرجكم
تارة
تارة أخرى.
Okay, correct. What should I do with the soil? So once I put the soil on there, what do I need to make the soil up to? The height of what? Okay, Azaan, what's the correct answer?
A hump of a camel and a hand span
Span is the correct answer.
span.
Handspan, yes? Correct. So after putting the soil in and we've made the hump, then what do we do after we've put the soil in the grave?
Sprinkle water.
What's your name first?
Abdul Rahim.
Abdul Rahim, what do you do?
Sprinkle water.
Correct, mashallah. Okay, what's the next question? The next question is, guys, are you ready? After sprinkling water what do I do after sprinkling water?
Rehan Hussein.
Okay, what's the answer?
Plant flowers.
Flowers, what do flowers do?
They grow.
They grow, yes, and what else? They do what else?
Read tasbih.
They do tasbih, correct. After planting flowers, what do we do on the head side and what do we recite on the feet side?
You recite Surah Baqarah from the head side.
Okay, mashallah, from the feet side?
No, from the feet side.
Aman al-Rasul.
Aman al-Rasul, yeah. From the feet side.
The end of Surah Baqarah, and that's what you recite. Musa, after reciting Surah Al-Baqarah, the first and the last ayahs, then what do you do with the deceased? Ji Musa, when you're ready.
You do Talqeen and then you say the full name of your mother's name and then that's it.
The person's name and what?
And the full name of the mother's name.
Mother's name. And then what? Is that dua to read or something?
Yeah, there's a dua to read as well.
Okay. Aman, isn't it? So what do you do after the Talqeen? What should you do then, Aman?
You should do and
What else?
swab.
Isa al-Swab. Okay, correct. So Abu Bakr, tell me, what's the last and final thing to do once we've done everything?
Sadi, you read the Azaan.
You read the Azaan, correct.